think I rocked out too hard. It limited me rocking out this morning.
Uh-oh, don't do that. I wonder if this... Oh, it worked. Okay. We are live. It's For Exposure, your weekend independent wrestling podcast. Right as we are like going live, the intro is looping. I look up in the corner and realize that we did not put all the destinations, or I did not put all the destinations that you could see us live and in person. So, whoops. So I clicked on them as the intro was going and was like, hopefully that works. So yes, we're currently live on YouTube and Twitter. So if you're there, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, retweet us, smash it hard. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just get in the mix, as the kids say. What do the kids say? We started that yesterday. We recorded a very fun interview that'll be out in a few weeks. And that's exactly how we started yesterday's podcast. So maybe we hit the intro and start again and come up with a new thing to say. Anyway, hi Blair.
Hey buddy, how are you?
Good. Tired.
Yeah, I know. It feels like we were just doing this.
Yeah. But we're getting back in the groove. I mean, this is 2 weeks in a row. You're seeing our mugs. We've got a full January packed up.
Man, it's a packed show today. Like, there is so much to go over. If you can find something to watch this week when it comes to independent wrestling, I don't know what to tell you, because there's some damn good stuff.
Independent wrestling is back in full swing, man. I mean, there's a New Japan Strong show tonight too, if that's your bag. Like Collision, Hot Girl Graps is on. I mean, there's wrestling for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But we're not here to talk about the big boys.
No, but Claudio's joining us in the chat. Good morning from beautiful Seattle. What's up, Claudio?
Good morning, Claudio from Seattle. It is 7 a.m. right now for Claudio. Early riser.
I've always wanted to go to Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle seems like a nice place.
I think so. Like,
I had a few friends that moved out that way, and every time they would talk about it, they would talk about how beautiful it is. They said it rains a lot, but it's not as bad as like perception wise. You know what I mean? Like it's still, but it's beautiful, and it's not like torrential downpour all the time. So
the rain just means you can do those very emo-esque pictures where you're looking out the window, like just like.
Yes, like rain, go away. I wish my love would come back to me.
Yeah, listen to some Taking Back Sunday and just.
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Tell all your friends.
I love Taking Back Sunday.
Oh, me too.
Did you ever go to the Warp Tour?
I did. I went to one Warp Tour, and it was super fun. I don't know if Taking Back Sunday was at that Warp Tour. I have seen Taking Back Sunday live so that was a good time. But yeah, Warp Tour is a vibe. I went to Ozfest too in the same week.
Oh,
it just somehow worked out that way. A buddy had an extra ticket and was like, "You want to go?" So I went to the Ozfest, and all they did was bag on Warp Tour. And everybody that knew that I was there was like, "Yeah, you're that guy." And I was like, "Aw,
poor guy."
Yeah, like all the bands were like, "Warp Tour sucks," and I'm like, "I'm having a good time at both of these events." Like. Let's not be mean here.
Do you remember who was the headliners for Warped Tour?
I don't specifically remember the headliners. I know Under Oath was there.
Yeah.
And that was cool. I got to see Motion City Soundtrack early November. I'm trying to think who else was there. It was so long ago. It was 2006. I'd have to look it up. But yeah. I ended up somehow in the front row of the Under Oath show. Like somehow. I don't know how. Because every time I die, I played next to him.
Okay.
The pit cleared up like the both stages, and somehow I got pushed to the front, and I'm in the front, and Spencer from Under Oath comes down and he's singing in the crowd, and I'm singing with him, and it was wild. I wish this was like pre like technology was readily available for everybody era. Like 2006, you weren't quite like where we're at now, so I have no evidence of it. But it was very cool.
You could have pulled out your flip phone and taken a picture. Yes. But it would have been the grainiest thing, and you would have been like,
exactly. But I know like AFI was there on Thursday. Like all of if you think about, I mean, I'm sure maybe Taking Back Sunday was there. I just don't remember.
I went twice. I went in 2005 in Calgary, and it was like Rise Against, Alkaline Trio, and Bad Religion. And then I went in like 2000 and was it 9 or 10, 9, 10, 11 around there. And I remember Katy Perry was on one of the small stages.
Oh, nice. Oh, shout out to Chris who's in the chat. Hello, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah, and Claudio saying that his brother's drummer for Lords of Acid since we're touching on concerts. Cool, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was an emo kid, man. 2006 Warped Tour lineup. Now, this might not have been the show. I'm trying to see if there's any Saves the Day was on that tour. They're fun. Less Than Jake. I remember seeing Less Than Jake. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, I liked emo concerts were my bag. I mean, I've seen a few bands in my day, but nowadays, though, that does not sound like fun.
Not at all.
Right?
The idea of going to a festival? Not at all. Absolutely not.
Like, it's crazy how as you get older, you just go, yeah, no, that just doesn't feel like a good time.
Last year, we'll talk about wrestling right away. But last year, Monine and Sparta were playing a tour, and Sparta was it was the 20th anniversary of Wiretap Scars or 25th anniversary, whatever. So they were just doing that album, and then Monine was playing, and I went to it. And after Sparta played, I pieced out of there. I'm like, 2 bands, not a chance. It's 9:00. I'm done. I'm going home.
Right? You're just like. Yeah, because it just gets crowded, and then it's just like it's loud, and you're just tired, and you're old, and like I went to the Under Oath's like 10-year reunion of like Only Chasing Safety, and I was just like after that I was done. I was just like, I'm so old, and some guy was like, it's pretty cool that you're like still rocking out here, and I'm like, okay, that's my cue to peace on these.
Yeah, you're like, crap.
Like, I'm like, shut up, dude.
You're like that meme of that guy doing the like peace note, and the image becomes more and more like invisible.
Or I'm like, what's up, you fellow kids?
Last week we talked about Wrestling Revolver's vibe check. I know you were able to check some of that out.
I was able to check a little bit of it out. Yeah.
What'd you think?
I liked it. From what I've seen, I haven't finished it. I saw, the remix championship with Jake something. That match was fun. BDE versus AJ Francis had no business being as awesome as it was. Shout out to BDE. Is AJ Francis just running through content creators because like he took out Muscle Man Malcolm. I'm sorry, I put some disrespect on your name there. My bad. And then BDE, who's a YouTube creator. I am formally saying that we do not want the smoke.
I'm saying you do want the smoke.
You want us to fight?
No, just you.
Just me. You want me to fight AJ Francis?
I doubt AJ wants to come to Canada, so just you.
Okay. Well, I guess I have to fight AJ Francis now because Blair wants it, but I was saying I don't want to do that.
Too bad. No,
and I just wanted to, and I'm going to finish the rest of it today, but I just wanted to shout out the vibe that Wrestle Revolver is putting out lately. That remix show, it was a bunch of classic matches, and then they hyped up the Thursday night show. I thought that was a fun thing to do, so I'm interested to see what they got going on. It sounds like Wrestling Revolver's got a lot going on in 2025, so you got to stay tuned. But
yeah, what a great way to start off the year for them. Like the new show, the new weekly show, Vibe Check sounds like it was, a solid show all throughout. So I mean, huge props to Wrestling Revolver kicking off 2025 strong.
Yeah. I didn't finish it because they counter-programmed my Thursday night program that I do on this very channel. So,
priorities. Come on.
And Notre Dame was playing, so I'm going to finish it today.
Okay, there you go. But like we said at the beginning, it's a very busy week. Very busy, and it starts tonight. So we can kick things off talking about tonight because we got a 2-pack of shows. Yep. MLW is running tonight, and Prestige is also running tonight. Speaking of MLW, though, did you see the reports that Speedball had signed with MLW? Was that legit, or am I
also saw? So I don't know what's going on. I saw a report. I literally saw a tweet that said Speedball Mike Bailey is signing with WWE.
Okay.
And in the exact same verbiage and wordage of that tweet, somebody had posted, Speedball Mike Bailey is signing with MLW. in the exact same style, exact same everything. So I don't know if there's somebody out there trolling. I don't know, because the rumors that we've seen is that he's going to AEW.
Yes, that's what I've seen.
But I never know until somebody shows up where they show up. But I think somebody's trolling right now.
Okay.
Because I'm not kidding. Like back to back, the tweets were the exact same. It just said, so who knows? Maybe can we recklessly speculate that Speedball Mike Bailey is signed to LPW?
Yes,
exclusively.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't even need to throw up the speculation banner.
Maybe that'll get aggregated into the world. Somebody can put that out there.
Yeah.
Breaking news on 4 Exposure: Speedball Mike Bailey is officially on LPW's roster exclusively, and that's the only place you can see him. Spencer's going to kill us.
Perfect. So now we have to clip that, and we will air that right away, so all the news sites can pick that up.
There you go. Yes, perfect. There you
go. But the reason why
I'm bringing it back. Bringing it back.
No, not speculation.
Not speculation at all. Hey, listen, Facebook is getting rid of fact checking. So.
Oh God. Oh, no. It's going to become even more chaotic.
Yep.
MLW is running their show tonight, Kings of the Colosseum, if I'm not mistaken. So we wanted to go through that. MLW shows a solid 2.5 hours, so you're not like overspending your time there.
Yeah.
You're getting your matches, you're in and out, and they tape more for their weekly shows as well. So there's a full lineup of matches. We'll run through all that. We'll start off with the main event, the big.
Oh, you're gonna start off at the top. Like it.
Big match on top. So Satoshi Kojima defending the MLW World Heavyweight Championship against Matt Riddle. So,
can I just say I'm surprised that Kojima is still your MLW World Champion. I didn't think it'd be such a long reign. Not in a bad way. Just
no. But like they definitely hitched their wagon to the legacy of Kojima. I mean, because he was a heavyweight champion for them when they kicked off back in the early 2000s. Yeah. So they've really stuck by his side. But like Kojima and Riddle, it's gonna be a solid matchup. They'll go at it.
Is Riddle gonna get it done?
I don't know. I think Kojima holds on to it.
But I'll take Riddle just to be different.
Hey, go for it. I'm okay with that. For the MLW Women's World Featherweight Championship, title versus hair, Janai Kai versus Delmi XO. Man, a stipulation like this.
So is Delmi XO getting her head shaved today?
Like, it leads to the interest because you're actually like, is she actually going to get her head shaved?
Or is Janai Kai going to lose and get her head shaved, and she doesn't have as much hair as Delmi?
No, because she'd be losing her title. It's a title versus hair.
Okay, so she it's not like they're doing somebody gets the title, the other loses their hair.
Yeah, so if Delmi XO loses, her hair is gone.
Oh, okay. So she's definitely not losing.
Is she not losing?
You're right. I don't know. I always get weary with the hair when the hair becomes a stipulation in a wrestling match, because I'm like, I can't see them being bald, but I guess I could see them being bald. So I'm always on the fence about it. But
you never know.
Enjoy those luscious locks, Delmi XO, because they're gone. This might be you might be looking like Blair. Oops. Did I say that out loud? I thought I was muted. Love you, Blair.
Kenta versus Donovan Dijak. Dijak's been appearing everywhere. Kenta is like, he just sneaks up everywhere too. Like he'll just be a Defy world champion. He'll show up wherever. Like dude just wrestles. I love the fact that Kenta wrestles so much on the indies here.
I love this matchup.
Yeah.
It's going to be sneaky good. Like obviously on paper, when you see Kenta and you see Dijak, you're like, yeah, that's going to be good. But like, yeah, I think this is going to steal the show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. It's got some solid possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
We have a tag match because this is a CMLL influence on the show as well. So you're getting Atlantis and Atlantis Jr. versus Blue Panther and Dark Panther.
I have no idea who Blue Panther and Dark Panther is. Sorry.
Well, you're going to find out.
I am going to find out. But I do know Atlantis and Atlantis Jr., so that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I think Atlantis Jr. was on AEW not too long ago.
Yeah.
I
believe so.
Yeah, like I'm not out to lunch on that. There's other stuff I'm out to lunch on, but certainly not that. Continuing with the CML influence, for the portion to be recorded for the weekly TV, Mystico versus Barbaro Cavernario, sorry. 2 out of 3 falls match
for the middleweight championship. Very cool. Mystico is so good, dude.
I love the fact that he just is randomly just MLW middleweight champ,
Yeah. Lawrence, I gotta put that on the screen. He said, I did not know I ordered beefcake for breakfast. Go Irish. You damn right, Lawrence. We got some beefcakes on the screen, and my Irish are in the national championship game. Let's go. I may or may not have written a wrestling article that'll come out later this week that has some heavy football influence in it.
Of course.
But I didn't put heavy football influence in it. But maybe I did. I don't know.
All right. So this one, I could see this being a main event on 90% of the indie shows out there. And you're going to get it on weekly MLW TV. And it is going to be Tom Lawler versus
What's that South Park meme with when he's at the computer? Where, the internet, he's like, oh, Andy. Yeah. That's me right now. Yeah. We're not going to get into the specifics, but that match is going to be awesome.
You don't want to get into the specifics?
I don't know if we can. This is a family program.
Okay. For Exposure After Dark.
That's right. PLUGGO versus AJ Francis, Claudio. Please don't book that.
Persephone versus Alejandra Quintanilla.
There you go. Fits on any card. Yes, it does. But yeah, that'll be a good match as well. But I don't want to fight AJ Francis, but
I want you to.
Okay.
Bobby Fish versus Ariel Dominguez.
And I didn't know Bobby Fish was still wrestling MLW. Good for him.
Yeah. He's undisputedly one of the top guys on the indie.
Shout out to former MLW tag champion Savon Eric, signed with AEW/Ring of Honor this past week, by the way. So you'll be seeing them a little bit more.
And last but not least, for the taping part of the show, Mascara Dorada versus Averno. And Dorada is one of the top luchadors out there right now.
Yeah.
So look, if you want to see incredible wrestling, weekly MLW TV right there, Mascara Dorada.
Boom, done. Yeah, for free.
So
I'm getting ready for, I guess, my match with AJ Francis later.
You're gonna get trucked by AJ. I can't wait.
I'm fighting for the honor of For Exposure. This is for Blair. This is for my friends, my family,
You do not have to defend my honor, but I appreciate that you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Take a sip of some delicious Coca-Cola.
Some Coke Zero. I got my flakes here that I'll handful in my mouth after the show.
You should run down the whole next card with just Frosted Flakes in your mouth being
No, I think that's an easy way to get the bosses to not like me anymore.
That could be, yeah, if you were just ASMR crunching down.
Yeah. So,
if you dubbed it the ASMR minute with Blair Pacheco, then it becomes a thing and it's okay. But if you just do it as part of what you do, then yeah.
We do have the indie in a minute already, so maybe we could do the indie ASMR.
Claudio's got a great point with the fact checkers saying the match never happened. Can I just claim that I've already beaten AJ Francis 10 times? Because I can't claim that I have that win.
No.
Who's going to fact check it?
I'll look on Cage Match.
Not everything's on cage match, dude.
Well, it does matter. Does matter.
Okay.
In like LPW news,
Yes.
Ben Ortman's.
Big Ben Ortman's, yes.
Yeah.
Big bad Ben Ortman's is coming
He is.
to Cool Beans. And he's going to wrestle Michael Richard Blairs for the LPW Challenge Championship. If I'm Michael Richard Blairs, I'm worried. Big Ben Ortman's massive hog carrying member of society, hard hitting, hungry as ever, focused as ever, driven as ever. He's ready to put his stamp on his debut at LPW and take that LPW Challenge Championship. Let's go.
You think he does it?
I'm rooting for him. I think he does.
I'm just trying to get MRB to get mad at you again.
I don't pick against my brother in arms.
Your
my fellow hog brother in arms. Yeah. We don't. Yeah.
When you guys are chilling at like your place, you guys refer to it as the hog barn.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is where we barn the hogs.
This is where we hogging it.
That's right.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to see that he's getting the opportunity, you know?
Yeah. No, I can't wait to see that match transpire. That'll be January 31st, right? It'll be here for the LPW Cool Beans, which we will have a preview. We will have a preview for that. LPW's got the Oil Rumble coming up. 2 weeks. Got LPW's Cool Beans. They got a big time month, even your year. I'll be there for you. He's on it. He's like I taught AJ Styles the Springboard 450. He knows my resume.
Yeah.
He knows my resume. Listen, I know that we're joking around about AJ Francis, but in all seriousness, the guy has really I don't want to say reinvented himself because I think that is too strong a word. He took what he was doing in the WWE and has refined it and tightened it up, and he is really on a good run right now. So,
well, we always talk about like you can go out there and just go with your name value and like, you know, you'll get some bookings, but where does it go? But he's taking the opportunity to like do his thing, to make a name for himself. And like, he has crushed it out there in 2024. And he's starting off strong in 2025. So I'm excited to see what he's doing with this.
And he purposely didn't reinvent himself. He said, I knew that gimmick was good. I'm going to show the people that didn't think it was good how good it can be. And he's doing a great job. So,
hell yeah. You want to let's do the one tidbit we got because there's a little bit of talking to go with it. So,
because you want to play the intro,
I do want to play the intro. So,
it's been a while.
It has. You ready?
Yes.
Hey, it's Blairs Tidbits.
Tidbits. Tidbits. Tidbits. Blairs Tidbits. Blair. Beep boop bop. Tidbits.
So good. So good. The one tidbit we have this week, and I'll throw up the match graphic. Defy has started announcing matches for their upcoming show. Headlines. Is that the Ricky Starks Kenta one? No, that was this past month. My apologies. They started announcing graphics for the next show. And this one is interesting. You have Nick Wayne versus Marcus Mathers. The reason why I find this so interesting is you have a signed AEW wrestler taking on somebody signed to the WWE ID program. And I haven't seen too many people talk about that yet, but I'm very interested in just how this match is going to be presented. Like, obviously these two guys are going to go out and just like have an absolute banger of a match, but like,
it's going to rule.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of discourse about this match when people like finally, you know, talk about this stuff.
I agree. I saw that and I was just like, what are we doing? That's going to be insane, but I'm here for it.
Like, obviously like I said, the match is going to be great. Huge props to Defy for booking this one. But it's interesting because like you have to know that AEW is going to want Nick Wayne to look strong.
Yeah.
And then the ID program, they're putting everything behind Marcus Mathers. So like maybe
and I haven't quite paid attention to that yet and seen if like some ID people have lost or not. Because it doesn't feel like just because they have the WWE, they have to win.
Nope.
But I know obviously promotions that are booking this thing want those people to look strong so that maybe it looks good for. But I can tell you that Defy has never shied, has never seemed to play that side of it. No. They usually just book how they need to book. So we'll see how it goes. But speaking of Marcus Mathers, I know it's not in the tidbits today, but I noticed that they started announcing Jersey Cup participants for February 15th. We didn't grab the graphic, but Masha Slamovich has been announced because she's your GCW champion. Mm-hmm. Marcus Mathers is in there. Jack Cartwheel and Fuego del Sol so far. There's been a few more announced.
Yeah,
we'll get into that probably more next week.
Yeah, we can.
Or the fall. Like, it's in February, but I just thought they're starting to get that ready to roll, and it's looking good.
Yeah, and that's one where like they don't really announce the brackets beforehand, but we can run through all the guys or all the wrestlers that are taking part.
But Marcus Mathers, man, he's gonna have a big year.
Oh yeah,
he might. We're sitting here next year on the second annual Exposies. He might be up for some awards. Mm-hmm. The way he ended 2024 and how he's starting 2025, it's gonna be interesting. Morning, boss. He's here. He's making sure you don't shove cereal in your mouth on stream. You heard us talking.
So MLW is running tonight. Also going on, and this is a massive, massive show. Prestige is running Roseland 10. And what a match for the Prestige Championship. Alan Angels versus Mike Santana. Santana, like legit one of the nicest people I've had the chance to talk to. And he has, since leaving AEW, he's someone who like bet on himself. He went out there, he did his thing, and he has absolutely crushed it. Looked incredible out there, and he's putting on these incredible matches. And I'm hyped for this one, especially with the year that Alan Angels had last year too. Yeah,
I think it's going to be a good one. I think Alan Angels is going to retain.
I do too.
He's so good. But no, both these guys are killing it. It's going to be a heck of a match. That's a way to. If that's not the main event, I don't know what is.
I think that is the main event.
Well, it better be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's other stuff that they could do.
There is other stuff.
It's a good show. It's a good card. They got plenty.
There is other stuff. The other members of Alan Angel's Noise, Sinner and Saint, the Prestige Tag Team Champions, going against Ultra Power, Amira and Jaden. Jaden was, a recipient of one of this year's Exposies, winning Match of the Year with Leo Rush.
Yeah.
So, like, with the parts in this match, Sinner and Saint, incredible tag team. Jaden and Amira, I'm hyped to see what they're going to be able to do against Sinner and Saint.
Do you think Travis Williams and Judas Icarus are mad that we didn't put them up for Match of the Year? So they're going to come out and show out tonight because they didn't get an Exposé?
Well,
I think they're mad at us.
They are on. They're clipping right now to kick off 2025 because last week for NEW they had a show out in BC. Sinner and Saint faced off against Reloaded, and by all accounts, this is a match of the year. It's up on the YouTube page, so
we'll check that out.
Yeah, I've yet to watch it, but I'm all about those four, so I'm hyped for it.
No, it's going to be a great tag match. Amira is becoming one of my favorites to watch when I get a chance to see her, and then of course Jaden's just fun. I love Jaden.
Yeah,
he's so good, so good. And Sinner and Saint, of course, you guys know how we feel about them. They're fantastic.
One of the best out there.
That's right.
One of the last indie bookings there's a few more I think that he has, but Josh Alexander is wrapping up his indie bookings, and he's going against Kevin Blackwood. Yes. So when you said like, hey, this has to be the main event, and I'm like, well, there's other matches. This is one of those ones because when you see the talent in there, I don't think it is, but like these two could go out there and have that main event level match.
They could. Oh man, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for this one, considering his little rivalry, his feud that he has with Drexel. It's a Devil's Playground match. Drexel and Matt Tremont versus Sid Silem and one of my favorites, Elliot Tyler. Elliot, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, what's with the face on that picture, bro? He's excited. He's jacked up.
Like,
I wouldn't leave my tongue exposed, though, in a Devil's Playground match with Matt Tremont and Drexel out there, though.
no, but like, this is going to be violent.
David, thank you for coming. SmackDown was pretty cool last night. It was a 3-hour extravaganza, but we're talking independent wrestling today. But yeah, we appreciate you coming by and saying hi.
Yeah, hell yeah. You did see Ricky on SmackDown a few weeks back.
We did. Justice for Ricky, baby.
Midnight Heat versus the Hammer Bros. More and more, I'm loving the Hammer Bros.
I mean, how could you not love that? Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. I'm jealous. I wish I looked that good.
Somebody book the Hammer Bros versus the Outrunners and let's do the damn thing.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
We've got Masha Slamovich versus Hyan. I like this one, especially for the fact that I saw these two, like, I'm going to talk about it again. Saw these two wrestle in the finals of Queen of the Indies. It was a great match. So, like, anytime I can watch these two go at it, I'm going to sign up for that.
And I like this match because Masha Slamovich did not win the Exposé for Female Wrestler of the Year. Hyan did. And I think she's upset about it. And we're going to settle the score tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, we got 2 more to wrap things up. Timothy Thatcher versus Adam Priest.
All right. That's going to be one of them slobber knockers, as old good JR used to say back in the day.
Yeah, that's going to be like your solid match. They're going to go out there, just have a good match. Maybe not the fanciest stuff, but they're going to go out there and show out. Got that. And we got Kylie Ray versus Matt Brannigan.
2 of my favorites. I love it. Kylie Ray, WWE ID'd, and Matt Brannigan, Mr. Abs on Abs on Abs, who told us that the secret is just work out more. And I don't buy it, but that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, judging by the bowl of Frosted Flakes here, that's not going to happen.
I'm a fan of just 2 wrestlers that are very talented wrestlers in the ring, but also know how to have fun with it. And Kylie Ray and Matt Brannigan are like the epitome of that.
Yeah, Dave wanted Kylie Ray to win. Me too. I like the run Kylie's had since coming back. And anytime we can see more of Kylie Ray, more of good people in wrestling, I am excited.
Yes, I rarely, if ever, pick against Kylie Ray because she is one of my favorites. She's just an absolute wonderful human being. Mm-hmm. And I wish her the best in everything.
So last week we started a new thing, and it was
Indie-rific minute.
Yeah. Indie in a minute.
Indie in a minute.
Where we can talk about an upcoming show that maybe isn't on streaming anywhere, but it will be happening. So it could be in your backyard, it could be in my backyard, Plug's backyard, or whoever's backyard. But just to get more exposure out there for some of these smaller indies, which may not be doing streaming, or even if they are, maybe they're not getting the press or the hype behind it. So we want to talk about that. There's one coming up, and this is happening Saturday, January 11th. So this is happening tonight. Unsanctioned Pro Power Hour. It's a pop-up show. So you're getting Unsigned and Don't Care versus Alienated Youth.
Nice.
Derek Dillinger versus Aaron Williams. A Sudden Death Scramble. Cole Radrick versus The Swinger versus Ron Bass Jr., Josh Crane, Jeffrey John, and Marcus Mathers, who we talked about earlier. And there's also Alec Price versus Sam Beal versus Trey Lamar.
Oh, that's going to rule.
Yeah.
Those are some good. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Unsanctioned Pro, they're doing some fun stuff. Valley Dale Ballroom tickets are $20, 4 for $60. You can't go wrong. Get tickets now at 614wrestling.com. So I mean, hey, go have some fun. Go watch some independent wrestling.
Boom. Touch grass, touch snow. Unsanctioned Pro. I love me some Sam Beal and that beautiful mullet of his. He one time threatened Spencer Love for me. It was awesome.
Who did that?
Sam Beal.
Why?
We used to, when we had a beef with Spencer, Sam Beal cut a promo on Spencer. It was awesome.
That's the boss.
So did Alex Kane. Yeah, we had to come correct. We had to come with some firepower.
No kidding.
But yeah, no, that'll be a fun show on Sanctioned Pro. Lots of like that triple threat match is going to be great.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you can, go ahead, check it out, and go have some fun. Go check out some indie wrestling. Let us know if there's one coming up in your backyard. If they got the graphics for it, we will talk about it. We will get promoted. We will hype it up. We'll do all that fun stuff. So,
and I know that my local indie scene's business is about to pick up here because they usually take the month of December and early January off, and they get kicking here soon. So you'll see some stuff from my neck of the woods on this Indie Minute.
Heck yeah. Also coming up this week, we got 2 more to run through. We have the GCW show, which is happening on
tonight. They had one last night. They had one tonight. Are they doing a Sunday show? I couldn't remember.
I don't think so. I think it's just last night and tonight.
Which I didn't watch last night's show. That'll be on my to-do list this week. But yeah.
Zachary Wentz versus Myron Reed. So I love this matchup because these two have a history together because they have teamed before. They've had some banger matches, but like this is the kind of one where these two are going to go out and you can see that clippable moment the next day.
Yeah. Well, they're both members of the Rascals or former members. I don't know what's going on the independent side of things with the Rascals, but the chemistry there is just unreal. So it should be a good time.
Yeah. Because Zachary's with TNA right now, right?
Yes.
Zachary and Trey Miguel.
Yes.
And then Wesley is with NXT.
Yes. But when they were on the Indies, they were the Rascals, and Myron was always a 4th member of that.
Yeah.
Crew.
He was like a member by proxy.
Yes. So they know each other super well.
Yeah. Yeah. So also on the MLW show tonight, we have Gringo Loco and Super Crazy versus the Rejects. Has Super Crazy become a full-time member of the GCW?
He might as well at this point. He seems to be on everything. And that reminds me, Gringo Loco was the guy that wrestled Jake Something for the Remix Championship. I don't know why it blanked on it.
Who ended up? Spoiler alert, but did we get a new champ or
no?
No, okay. Oh,
sorry.
No, that's okay.
Anyway, yeah, Super Crazy. You're a big fan of Super Crazy.
I do. I like Super Crazy. I like a lot of those old ECW vets, the smaller cruiserweight ones, Tajiri, Little Guido, Super Crazy, all of those guys, like I can get behind.
Quit living in the past, man. You got to live in the now.
What? Oh, is it Wayne's World?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You're living in the now. Live in the now. As I make a super old dated reference to tell you to live in the now.
Perfect.
Classic.
Yeah, classic Pluggo.
Way to go, Pluggo, you bum.
You're not a bum.
I try.
No, I like, the dynamic of Gringo Loco and Super Crazy together. A solid matchup heading into the Hammerstein where Super Crazy is going to be a part of it. And Gringo Loco and the Rejects. That's next week's preview.
Yeah, yeah. Is that it for GCW? Oh, there you go.
Joey Janela versus Rhino. Janela.
The picture's awesome. Janela's face. So.
You have Janela like that, then Rhino being like serious.
Get me away from this guy.
Wrestling is serious business.
It's gonna be a fun little match. Rhino and GC Dub. I like it. Janela's always a good time.
Mm-hmm. We saw the Super Crazy. You're seeing Rhino. I would love if they could just keep pulling out very random-esque former ECW wrestlers.
Yeah, that would be interesting. They just lean into that.
Yeah, do that. Might as well. Bring in Chili Willy. What's Danny Doring up to right now? Him and Roadkill versus Violence is Forever? Sign me up.
There you go. You're just booking gold here.
I am. Like, Brett, give me the book. We know you're giving the deets for matches at 6 a.m. So give us the book.
Yeah,
You're up now. We also have. There's a couple more. Alley Catch versus Zeta Steel. Zeta was one of the WWE ID contracts, right?
She was one of the breakout stars of 2024, according to the Exposies. Yeah. Alley Catch, we all know what she's capable of. She's got a new persona, new vibe, new look, everything like that. She's also going to be coming back to LPW, taking on Taryn from Accounting in a couple months. It's going to be exciting.
And that's at the Calgary debut.
Yes, at the Calgary. Yes, so that's going to be a huge match. Zeta Steel, like again, and this is another one of those instances where we get an opportunity to see. So GCW, obviously, Alley Catch is one of the main players in GCW, one of the main stars. You've got a WWE ID participant here. Zeta's not necessarily GCW affiliated like that. Who's going to get that win, right? This is where we're going to start to see, now that they've ID'd a bunch of people, how they're going to play this at shows. But again, I don't think that it's going to come into play. I don't think the WWE ID is to say our people have to win. I think we just want to see how you're doing in the matches, and we're going to help you along the way. It's okay to take losses in these things. So
because that's the only way you're going to grow as wrestlers as well. So
yes,
you have to.
David's saying you still got it. You still got it. I'm wondering if that's in reference to Rhino, because he does still got it.
He does.
He never lost it.
He was doing some fun stuff with TNA. Is he done there now?
I do not know officially. Don't quote me on that. TNA, I got to get back into the swing of watching it this year. That kind of fell off the last few months, I should say, with everything going on. But
our boys Sinner and Saint are doing some good stuff there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Oh, just saying.
Watch out. Watch out.
I mean, this is a big match for Allie heading into the Hammerstein, because she's got that match with Effie there. Yeah. So she's want to keep things rolling and get a big victory here just to lead into that. The winner of Effie and Allie is going to challenge Mance. So
yeah. So you got to stay strong. I know Effie had a match last night. I'm blanking on who it was with. So he's wrestled. Is he wrestling tonight?
I didn't see a graphic for it.
I wonder if he'll get involved then. I mean, just because he's not on the card doesn't mean he's not on the card. He might come out and screw old Allie there just to add some fuel to the Hammerstein next week, which we're going to preview GCW versus the People next week.
Yes.
Hopefully with a guest. I'm waiting on some responses, but if not, we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, we'll have some fun.
Hello, Mrs. Pluggo, you wonderful, beautiful soul. You. Hi. How
are you?
She probably made this face when I said that.
She did
She does that when I compliment her. She's just like, but when I say mean things to her after a compliment, she's like, thank you. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
No.
That doesn't track.
Last night.
Lars just said Atticus Cogar. So
yeah, Effie faced off with Atticus Cogar.
There it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have to watch again. I didn't get a chance to watch it last night. A lot of going on.
Yeah, Rhino was there last night against Broski Jimmy. Our boy Cyclope versus Drew Parker.
Cyclope.
So, we got a lot of love for Cyclope.
Oh, speaking of Drew Parker, I think he also was announced for the J Cup as well. So yes, Cyclope. Brother.
Yep. And if you're wondering, we do have another saved picture now that we will throw up periodically.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so hard.
I don't know, but it's there now, so we have to.
All I'm going to say is stay tuned. We've got a really fun interview coming up where that picture is the mainstay throughout.
You know what? Later on, we will give the details about that very special episode, and we'll talk about it a little bit. But
we will.
And. Okay, super crazy. I just looked. He's still booked with GCW up until March.
Nice. So just make him a member. Let him go.
Yeah,
let him have it.
Give him the contract. Give him that Nick Gage contract,
Where is Nick? Is he still Trouble? I haven't seen him. Oh,
last but not least for GCW, thank me later. One called Manders versus Isaiah Broner.
Yes. Big meaty men slap and meat.
Yeah. These two guys, they're going to go out there. They're going to just beat the tar out of each other.
I love Isaiah. He is such a fun vibe in the ring, and he is very good. And Manders, of course, rules. So I'm here for that.
Oh, yeah.
Effie and Allie were sitting behind Zach when that picture was taken. So, what you're saying, Lawrence, what you are saying, put the picture back up.
Yeah. I'm fine.
I'm gonna put the comment on the screen. So, what you're saying, Zach or Lawrence, is that the reason Effie and Allie are now broken up is because they saw Zach in those pants. This is Zach's fault.
Zach broke up Bussy.
Zach broke up Bussy with those pants because they were there and they were like, what are we doing? We can't do this anymore. We need a change. And now they're feuding. Got it. Wow. Run that on the dirt sheets.
Zach broke up Bussy.
Zach was the spark that ignited the breakup of Bussy.
Yep, it happens.
On Fightful.com. Oh my God, I would die if that was ever a headline somewhere. You know what? I know a writer who has access to a website. I can just write it myself. Reckless speculation with Pluggo. And I just...
It's like the old Raw report in the Raw magazines.
Yeah. Reckless rec spec, but it's totally true.
C4 has a show coming up this next week, the 18th, I think, or 17th, but I'll get the details right away. But they usually put their shows up a few days later up on streaming, but we still like to run over them because they always have banger matches on there. So C4 has Fire and Ice Friday, January 17th, coming from the Preston Event Center in Ottawa. Casey Diamond and Megan Bain versus Jody Threat and Crystal Moon. I mean, I haven't seen too much Casey Diamond, but Megan Bain's incredible. Jody Threat is fantastic. And Crystal Moon is one of the most underrated wrestlers in Canada. Like, does not get the love that she deserves because she's an incredible wrestler. And like, people are going to start to take notice of just how good Crystal Moon is.
I agree with you there.
So we've got that. We also have Four Corners #1 contendership match. McRae Martin, one half of Fresh Air, versus Vaughn Vertigo, versus Mike Marston versus Marcus Mathers. Mathers is all over the place.
Everywhere. This dude is killing it, as the kids say. But yeah, that's a great Four Corners contendership match. You can't go wrong, I think, with any one of those four.
No.
So let's ride.
And
that's what I'm saying, just banger matches.
Those four are going to go out there, just put on this incredible match, just like it's nothing. It's what they do every time. They just show out.
Yeah. That's the thing at C4. It's just like, yep, this is what we do. Like, it's hard to be surprised anymore because you're just like, it's the standard that they've set. So shout out to C4.
For the C4 championship, Evil Uno versus Alexia Nicole.
Yeah.
The same Alexia Nicole that will be appearing at LPW in Calgary.
The same Alexia Nicole that might bring the C4 championship with her.
Maybe. It's possible.
Maybe. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So we got that. We got a couple more. There we go. Hey, did I upload the same one twice?
Ooh, you're pulling a Pluggo? Because you uploaded this week, so it's on you this time.
But that's okay. I didn't forget any. I just did the same one twice.
If it makes you feel better, I forgot to set destinations for our show.
It happens. It happens. At least we ended up on YouTube. So
we ended up everywhere we're supposed
to.
It just was like, oh yeah, I should have clicked that.
We're fine. For the C4 Tag Team Championships, you have Stu Grayson and London Lightning versus Triple Dragon versus TDT versus Kristara and Cecil Nix.
Oh, that's a great tag team championship matchup right there too. Like, TDT's awesome, Triple Dragon's fun, Kristara and Cecil. Oh, Stu, come on.
I'm gonna make a prediction,
please.
That 2025 is the year of TDT.
Ooh.
Tabernacle team is going to have an incredible year.
Hell's I can see that. I'm definitely down with that. I just like, oh man, the C4 makes it hard for me to pick these matches because it's like I like all of those teams.
I know.
Banger after banger after banger after banger.
And London Lightning or Leo Lightning? London Lightning? Yeah, London Lightning. Leo Lightning. Where's that from? But London Lightning also like had a little bit of a cup of coffee doing some AEW ROH stuff too. So him and Stu, like, yeah, you're gonna get your money's worth with this show. And then last but certainly not least, you're getting that same picture. Joey Janela versus Junior Benito. Junior.
Sorry, Mrs. Pluggo snuck down here and put my laptop that she bought me for Christmas on the desk here. Basically saying like, I bought you a laptop, quit using mine, but I just haven't set the StreamYard up yet on it. So I don't have access to anything, and I just keep forgetting to text Spencer and get the codes.
How mad is Mrs. Pluggo with all the wrestling graphics that are on your computer that I've sent to you over the past year?
So that's like every once in a while she's like, do you need all this stuff still? Because I'll go and like delete. I've gotten better at the end, but for the first like 6 months of the show, it would just be like 8 months, like 6 months of graphics that I'm just like, she's like, do you need this random picture of Cyclope? And I was like, you don't touch the Cyclope picture. That stays.
Why are we photoshopped into this picture with Cyclope?
Right. Like,
Cyclope is just chilling with your family.
So she probably was like, we got you this for Christmas. Please start using it so you can get this garbage off of mine. But yeah, I need to hit up the boss man and get that taken care of today.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. When you find time, you'll do it,
Well, I keep sitting down here and I'm like, I should just text him right now. I was, like, hey, give me the code, because you have to have like certain codes to get logged in and get access and stuff.
Send him a message on Slack right now, or else you're going to forget. You're going to keep putting it off. But
it's true. But anyway, Junior Benito, Joey Janela, that's going to rule.
Yeah, lots of love for Junior Benito. The other half of Fresh Air, him and McRae Martin, incredible tag team. So him and Janela are going to have a banger match too. So. Yeah.
It. Oh,
So if you cannot find something to watch in the next week when it comes to independent wrestling, there's some great stuff out there. There's 3 good shows tonight.
Yeah, and then even like Pro Wrestling Adrenaline with Marco Stunts next Friday as well. There's so much stuff. There's so many things.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something that we talked about today that's for you.
So when it comes to us and the next couple of weeks, next week we're going to take a look at the Hammerstein show.
Yep.
GCW. Week after, we should message Boris and set up a time, because we'll have to do a LPW preview show for Cool Beans.
And the Oil Rumble.
And the Oil Rumble will have to be next week.
We could talk about the Oil Rumble and GCW next week. And then we got Cool Beans with Boris.
Yeah.
And then I am out of town the last weekend of the month because of the Royal Rumble. I'll be covering that for this very Love Wrestling channel that we're on right here. I'll be covering that with JPJ. So we recorded a very fun interview that we're probably going to air that day.
Should we tell them who it's with?
We should.
Because should we just play the video and then people can see?
Yeah. So coming soon to this very channel, our interview with.
I'm just.
Oh, you were. I was like, he's ready.
Okay, say it again. Do it again.
Coming in a couple of weeks to this very channel, our interview with these wonderful people.
So that'll be dropping in a few weeks.
Boom. We talked to them last night. The Dynasty, they rule. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. We will be posting throughout the week to remind you guys, throughout the month to remind you about that upcoming interview, but that is how we're going to shake it out.
Yeah. Jackson Roy and Mikey True stopped by. We had a great chat, talked for about an hour, and like 2 really solid dudes. I mean, they've been able to do some great stuff in the few years they've been wrestling. We talked to them. We talked about that stuff, matches with Finances Forever, just being a part of Dynasty, all of that. it's a lot of fun, and I'm very hyped to share it with you all. Like we had a blast.
Yes, we did. We're doing some big things. 2025 is the year for exposure, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah. So
more exposure for exposure.
Boom.
Boom. The Riz Man.
Yes.
Boom. Boom.
That's good.
Although I will say that they completely, when the guy was like in the chat, he's like, my brother died. And they're like, well, that gets 5 big booms for your brother. I was like, guys.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Anyway, they're coming back to AEW probably for All In. So,
is it All In or is it Revolution?
They might be back sooner, but I know that they were at the All In kickoff thing, so they're definitely going to wrestle it All In, I would imagine. Anyway,
that's going to do it for us this week. For myself, you can find me up on all social media, Grainmaker Wrestling Podcast. That includes Blue Sky, which I'm trying to do more of, but it's tough, you know. Old habits die hard. Just dropped a podcast this past week with Merv Unger Jr., local Winnipeg wrestler, who's a lot of fun, to chat with. So check that out. And I'm here every weekend with this guy doing this show. So where can they find you, my good friend PLUGGO?
Well, you could find me at PLUGGO on all your social media platforms. That includes Threads, Blue Sky, all that. You just search. I'm trying to do the same, try to do more, but it's hard with, blah, blah, blah. And then every Thursday night, 8 p.m. with JPJ for Between Two Beards, you could find what we've got going on show-wise, guest-wise, all that fun stuff at B2 Beards. Like I said earlier, I will be at Royal Rumble this month with him, so there's going to be a lot of content and moving and shaking, dropping, so you'll want to stay tuned to the socials for that. And then at 4Exposure Pod on Twitter. We're only on Twitter right now. That could change, I don't know. But yeah, you can find us there for anything that we've got going on here. And then I guess I write on lovewrestling.ca. You can find that as well.
When you're going to the Rumble, are you going to go check out any indie shows? Are you going to have time for that? Because they usually run some. So
yeah, they do. GCW is actually running the Friday night after SmackDown, I believe.
Nice.
I think they're running at 11 o'clock. So depending on how things kind of shake out, like when you get down there, it depends on like what you get approved for media wise, where you've got to be. So you go and you'll get approved. So if we've got a gap in our schedule, like that's usually on the table is to check out a show. So I would love to check out that GCW show if we can work it out. It all depends on how things shake.
Hell yeah. So I'm excited for you. You'll have to let us know how it goes and if you get to check anything out.
Yeah, I hope so.
Cool. All right. That's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for joining us. For myself, for my good friend PLUGGO, you have been consensually exposed.
Boom!
Peace in the streets.